Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're going to be taking a look at Kain, everyone's favorite brooding dragoon. Kain is an assassin type character who excels at locking down enemies and catching them with quick and powerful attacks. Kain's X skill Jump epitomizes his role and is one of the most dangerous tools he has. Jump is a near instantaneous attack that has a huge range, and it has 3 different levels depending on how long you let it charge up. So there's Jump 1, which is Kain's default X skill. It has a 10-second cooldown, comes out nearly instantly, has decent range, and deals only bravery damage. Now if you hold on to Jump 1 without using it for 30 seconds, it'll upgrade to Jump 2. Jump 2 has a global range and increased damage from Jump 1. If you can wait a further 75 seconds before casting Jump, it gets upgraded to Jump 3. It now becomes a fast global range HP attack. Because of its speed and range, it can be easy to land Jump as long as you don't use it on someone who's dashing. If you use his X skill smartly, it can single-handedly turn the tide of a game. And one last thing to note about Jump, if you successfully connect with Jump 2, or you just use Jump 3 in general, you'll gain the Pride of the Dragoon buff that increases the number of times that you can jump for 30 seconds. And when I say jump this time, I mean like pressing the O button to jump into the air, not his X skill. So this will let you jump 4 times as opposed to the normal 3 for assassins. As for Kain's Bravery moveset, it's heavily focused on single target damage and being able to lock down a target. He's got a couple of fast projectiles that can make him difficult to deal with even at mid-range, and most of his attacks have decent range and can wall rush, so he can be really strong if he's got someone caught on the edge of the map. He has some angled bravery attacks as well, which can make it easier for him to hit a grounded target while in the air, or an aerial target from the ground. He doesn't have much in the form of AoE, so he needs to be careful not to try and take on more than one opponent at a time, unless he'll be able to use his speed to turn a 2v1 into 2 1v1s. Kain has a few strong HP attacks that see play, which we'll take a look at in our matches. The first YouTuber we're going to follow is Marie Rose, a player often seen on Sephiroth but also has a very strong Kain. Alright, so let's jump right into this first match here and take a look at Kain. Alright, so in this first video here, Kain is going to be using the HP attack Fang and Claw. It's a close range melee combo attack that actually builds up some bravery before it deals the HP damage. So it can be a really strong combo finisher or a move to use off of a wall rush. So blue team is going to be Kain, Furion, and Vaughn going up against Exdeath, Vaughn, and Kain. So kind of similar teams here. Red team's going to have a lot of projectiles in Vaughn, Kain, and Exdeath though, so blue team's going to have to kind of watch out for that. So our Kain player here is just kind of dash around like you often see assassins do, changing targets. He's actually got some pretty strong projectiles like I said, so you see him throwing that one out there right there. It's his aerial dash attack called Cyclone. But you see him just kind of dashing away from the enemies like I said, just trying to avoid their projectiles, waiting for the right time to go in. He does actually get caught by Exdeath though, gets kind of knocked away, drops a little bit of bravery but nothing too significant. And now you see him kind of eyeing Exdeath. He was hoping Exdeath would kind of keep coming in, but Exdeath does move away, so Kain also moves away, sticking with his team here. Alright, so I just want to point out, you saw Kain kind of flash right there. That's just because his X skill Jump just leveled up. So if you look where his X skill is right now, you see it has a blue background. Blue background means Jump level 2. It was just a purple background, that was Jump level 1. And Jump level 3 is going to have a green background. And you see the kind of cooldown charging up there. Once that reaches all the way around, which is going to take approximately 75 seconds, it's going to go to that green background. So that's how you can kind of keep track of what level you're at. Purple is 1, blue is 2, and green is 3. So anyways, continuing on here. Everyone's kind of rushing in here. Kain actually is going to get caught by the red team's Kain. Get knocked away once again. He's going to move over though. As Furion locks the red team's Kain down, he's going to use that Fang and Claw HP attack, just doing a little bit of HP damage. You see Vaughn getting caught by Furion's attack here. Kain and Furion both kind of comboing him with their bravery attacks, not doing that last hit so that the Vaughn would stay in place. And then Kain finished that combo off with a Fang and Claw, dealing a lot of HP damage there to Vaughn. So great combos there by Furion and Kain there, knowing how to combo with each other instead of doing that last hit on their bravery attack. Now both teams kind of grouping up here. Kain throwing out those projectiles once again. He actually uses that Mighty Strike's X skill to kind of buff up the bravery damage he'll do. The Summoning Core does spawn, so he's using that Cyclone on it, dealing a little bit of damage. He moves into Exdeath, catches Exdeath while he was using an attack, actually wall rushes him and uses that Fang and Claw, dealing a ton of damage. He built up a ton of bravery with that bravery chain because of that Mighty Strikes and actually picking up the first kill of the game. He's going to shield Red Team Kain's attacks here and just kind of move up, once again regrouping with his team. Trying to dodge Vaughn's attacks there. He's going to move in, try and catch Vaughn with an attack, but does miss. He immediately backs away, back towards his team here. Once again, dodging Vaughn's attack. His stamina bar had ended, so he had to go to the ground. He misses with an attack there on Vaughn, but he does catch him the second time around there as Vaughn tried to move in for an attack, dealing a little bit of bravery damage, and now he actually is going to catch Fang and Claw there on the red team's Kain. Furion actually had the red team's Kain locked down there, so it allowed Kain to kind of pull that off. Kain tries to summon, but the red team Vaughn tries to interrupt him. Kain drops to the ground and actually catches Vaughn as Vaughn was trying to use that Azure Torment HP attack. Now Kain's going to finish off the rest of his summon. You see Shiva's going to be active here now. He does get punished for trying to do that summon animation though. Actually takes a little bit of HP damage from Kain, but only about 1,000. So nothing too significant. Now they're going to have Shiva on the field here. So Kain is trying to catch back up to the red team here. He's going to use Mighty Strikes once again, increasing that bravery damage he's going to deal. He's just kind of throwing out that Cyclone now. He's going to shield Xdeath's attack as red team's really grouped up, so making it kind of difficult to go in. He catches a quick attack there on Xdeath, doesn't finish it though because he tries to move out of the way of the red team here. Now he's going to catch Xdeath here, and I just want to point out a really smart move that he's doing here. He's only doing the first 2 hits of his neutral aerial here, not doing the last one, which would knock Xdeath away. And what he's trying to do is lock Xdeath down into Shiva's attack here. Xdeath is a much slower character than Kain, and because the rest of the red team is kind of trying to scatter and avoid Shiva's attacks, no one's going to be able to really help Xdeath out. So you see, Kain's just going to kind of lock him in position. Xdeath tries to dash away. He's not going to be able to get away in time. Kain's going to immediately use that Fangin' Claws. Xdeath gets knocked up, breaks his bravery, and picks up another kill on him. So it's really smart play there by Kain. Now it looks like red team Kain's going to be able to knock away our Kain. Kain turns, tries to hit Xdeath, but he can't quite reach him, so he just dashes away. And now it looks like red team is kind of trying to collapse on Kain, so he's just trying to dodge out of the way, get back behind his teammates here. Now Kain was enfeebled there as well, so he's trying to kind of run away, let his stamina bar pop back up. Now he's kind of dueling with Vaughn here. Vaughn's spamming that Azure Torment as Vaughn's tend to do, so you see Kain trying to dodge away from that. He's going to catch Xdeath as he's dashing, just kind of wall rush and build up his bravery a little bit. Now, if you'll notice, I just want to point out, Kain has that jump 3. You see the green background there on his X skill. So in the back of his mind, he's thinking, okay, I can jump, I can pick up a kill here if I have enough bravery. So you see Vaughn is pretty close to the amount of bravery he has. You see him kind of try to target him a couple times. He notices that low health and is going to try to build up just a little bit of bravery and look for a jump opportunity. Now he's going to catch Xdeath once again, able to build up that bravery. Now he's up to a little over 3,000. So now he's definitely going to be looking for that. He's going to throw his tornado projectile, just kind of trying to help out his team a little bit there. Now he notices Vaughn using Fireball. He's going to immediately use Jump because Vaughn's locked into that Fireball animation and pick up that kill. So you see how fast that jump attack was, and you can tell that's exactly what he was looking for. As soon as that opportunity arose, he went for it. So a great kill there by Kain. Really great performance by him, picking up all 3 kills of this game. And just really fantastic play. It really gives you a great idea of Kain's strengths here. In a sense, he's a lot like Tidus, but way more controlled. You see that great lockdown and that great speed that Kain has. Similar to Tidus, he's able to just kind of turn on a dime and just attack any character that's close to him, dealing a lot of bravery damage and kind of splitting up the red team and just being a huge nuisance. With his projectiles and his relentless bravery attacks, you could really see how he was able to lock characters down. If he was on Xdeath, it was really difficult for Xdeath to get away. Oftentimes, you'd see him either lead into a wall rush or multiple combos on Xdeath until one of his allies were able to help. So he can be a terror to any of the slower characters or some marksman characters. Also, it was a beautiful play on Xdeath whenever Shiva was active, as he was locking Xdeath into that summon attack. Definitely something that we can all learn from there and try to utilize in our gameplay as well. Just really smart knowing when to not do the final blow of an attack. That way an enemy wouldn't get knocked away. You saw him kind of comboing with Therion as well. Both of them doing that same kind of thing and able to lead into some big HP damage there at the tail end of that combo. And this game definitely shows you the strength that Jump is. You saw him looking for that at the very end, and you saw how fast it was. He knew that if he could find somebody to jump on, anyone that could be locked in an attack animation or get caught by a teammate's combo just for a second, he knew he'd be able to pick up that kill. So this match should really show you how dangerous Kain is in the right hands. Alright, so moving on to match number 2 here, we're going to switch YouTubers and follow a YouTuber named Nim. And he's actually going to be using a different HP attack here on Kain called Avenger. It's a small AoE around Kain that's going to block bravery attacks for a short period of time, and then as that finishes, he kind of shoots out in front of him a short distance, attacking anybody directly in front of him. So you'll kind of see that working, but it's a good one for a little bit of AoE, and it's a little bit more defensive than some of his other HP attacks. Alright, so blue team here is going to be Kain, Kuja, and Emperor going up against Tidus, Terra, and Y'shtola. So blue team has a little bit of an advantage here with 2 assassins going up against 2 marksmen, but we are on Besaid, which means the marksman characters are going to have kind of free reign on throwing out the projectiles. So Kain's going to kind of have to watch out and make sure not to get caught by Terra and Y'shtola, just kind of spamming their attacks here. So right now he's got his eyes on Tidus, just trying to make sure Tidus can't shark around on his team and just kind of catch anyone off guard. So he's kind of keeping Tidus at bay, preventing him from doing what Tidus usually does, which is kind of running around the map and just trying to hunt somebody out of position. So Tidus looks like he's moving away. Kain is still chasing him down now. The Summoning Stone has spawned. Tidus has moved towards it. Kain tries to attack Tidus there, but Tidus, being a little bit faster, actually catches him with an attack. And Kain's going to hit Tidus here. Going to lock him down so that Emperor can use his HP attack, actually dealing a little bit of HP damage there to Tidus. So nice teamwork there by the two of them. Kain's going to change his attention here to Y'shtola, deal some damage to her. Tidus is going to punish him for it, but Emperor immediately throws out that HP attack, once again dealing even further damage to Tidus. Now Kain tried to go in there on Y'shtola. She used that holy HP attack though, so it's going to knock him away. He wasn't able to get away from that HP attack. So now once again, he and Tidus just kind of looking at each other. They both jump away. And now the Summoning Stone is spawning once again. You see Kain using his Cyclone projectile here, attacking the Summoning Stone and trying to attack it from safe distance. So now he's actually going to catch Terra, knocking her up against the wall and using that Avenger HP attack, picking up some damage there. Also looks like Kuja was able to pick up a kill there on Y'shtola, putting the blue team a little bit ahead here. Now Kain is kind of hunting down Terra here, just kind of occupying her, throwing out some attacks. She's able to shield and avoid most of them though. He does finally catch her though, using one of his anti-ground attacks from the air, locking her down so that Emperor can use his HP attack, dropping her really low on health. Now he and Kuja are both double teaming Y'shtola here. As she's kind of getting locked down trying to avoid his attacks, he's able to throw that Avenger HP attack, dealing more HP damage there to Y'shtola. So I just want to point out the quick little mind game that happened here. So Kain just used Cyclone there on Terra, and you could see on the minimap that Tidus was targeting Kain and was actually moving in from behind. Kain switched his targeting to Tidus. Tidus was still dashing towards him. So Kain immediately used Jump, thinking that Tidus was going to try to attack Kain, so that would kind of, lock Tidus down in a position. But Tidus immediately just keeps dashing instead of stopping there on Kain. So a smart move here by Tidus, going to cause Kain to whiff his jump attack there. So you see Tidus able to just move past him and attack somebody else. Now red team is going to be able to get their Shiva summon off here, so blue team's going to have to be a little more careful. Kain is trying to catch Terra though, still she's really low on health. Wasn't able to catch her with an attack though, so you see he just kind of gives up on that. Uses his HP regain here on his teammates, and now he's just kind of trailing the red team but kind of at a distance. He's still got his eyes there on Terra. He's still going to have to shield Y'shtola's trap though, actually going to set him up to be hit and knocked away by Terra. He's going to rush back in though. You see he catches Terra as she's trying to use an X skill. Even though Tidus starts attacking him after that, Emperor was there to follow up with an HP attack, dealing some good damage to Terra and Tidus. So as Shiva's using Diamond Dust here, which is going to force the blue team members to kind of run away and avoid this circle of blue spheres, you see Y'shtola's using that Ethereal Pulse. That's that big half circle off in the distance. Anyone in that is going to get healed. So you see red team's health is starting to go up, as well as their bravery. So Kain notices this. He's going to move over towards the red team here. They're going to try to knock him away. Tidus comes after him, but he's going to use that jump to just bypass all of that, actually catch Y'shtola and prevent her from continuing that Ethereal Pulse. Now he was able to connect with his HP attack there on Tidus, dropping him to about 1,000 health, and now he's got his eyes here on Terra. He's going to go ahead and start using Jump, just kind of interrupt her and building up his bravery. He knows there's not going to be another 75 or so seconds in this game, so there's no reason to wait for Jump 3. So now he's still just kind of being a nuisance here to Terra, going to use Jump once again, knocking her away, keeping his bravery up pretty high. He's got enough bravery to kill Tidus. He's going to attack him, trying to lock him down for the Emperor to follow up, but Emperor was not in position to do so. Now he's moving away here as red team is kind of being aggressive. He's sticking here with Kuja. Looks like he's going to try to summon. Red team is going to be all over him though. Both Y'shtola and Terra chased him down, so he wouldn't be able to do that, leaving Emperor and Tidus here to kind of duel off to the side. Looks like in that duel, Emperor was able to pick up the kill there on Tidus. So a nice job there by Kuja and Arcane player here to kind of run back and try to summon, because they had 3 health bars to work with still, so they weren't really in any danger. So they were pretty much saying, don't chase us and we're going to get our summon off and probably force the end of the game. Or, Y'shtola and Terra have to chase us, have to interrupt us, so that left Emperor and Tidus to kind of duel, and who knows what could happen. If Emperor got caught, they'd maybe lose 1 health bar, or he could finish off the game. So pretty smart play there by the blue team, kind of putting the red team in between a rock and a hard place there. But just smart decision making and pretty systematic, defeat of the red team here. Pretty dominant performance. Like I said, they had 3 health bars at the end of it. So yeah, just wanted to show off this match to kind of showcase that other HP attack here. Also kind of wanted to show the uses of Jump outside of it being an HP attack. So towards the end, like I said, Kain realized after whiffing that Jump 3, the game wasn't going to go on for another 75 or 90 seconds or so. So there's really not going to be able to get any use out of waiting for Jump 3 again. So what he's going to start doing is using Jump 1 and Jump 2 just to kind of get the benefits of that, because it's still a very fast move that can kind of interrupt anybody that's trying to attack you. So he was able to use that on Terra a couple times, building up his bravery and just constantly interrupting her and knocking her away. So just kind of smart use of that there. Also showcase some really good teamwork here with the Emperor. You can see how powerful Kain can be whenever he's got somebody that can do kind of snap HP attacks from a distance. So if he had like a Terra, an Onion Knight, Emperor in this case. With Kain's speed and the fact that some of his bravery attacks are pretty long combos, he can do a really good job of locking a single character down for a short period of time. So he can definitely work well with a marksman character. Alright, last matchup here, and it's a pretty good one. We're going to be switching to another YouTuber here named Satoki Infinity. He's a Crystal A rank Kain, which is as high as you can get, and he's really good here on Kain. So he's going to switch back to that Fang and Claw HP attack that we saw in the first matchup here, and his teammates are going to be Onion Knight and Warrior of Light, and they're going to be going up against a Terra, Tidus, and Kain team. So they're going to have to watch out, once again, 2 assassins on the red team, so there's going to be a lot of speed here, and also going to have to be able to dodge around Terra's projectiles here. So right off the bat, you see Kain just kind of move off to the side here of the red team, dropping down to replenish his stamina bar, and now he's just throwing out that Cyclone projectile from a distance away from the red team, not trying to put himself in any bad situation. He's still just kind of throwing out some projectiles here. He's going to connect with that Tornado there on Kain, and then just immediately dashes away. His stamina bar has ended, so you see him drop to the ground here, just kind of replenishing that, and then jumping back up into the fray of things. He tries to throw out that Cyclone on Terra. He is forced to shield her Tornado attack, though, and it's kind of forced back by her. Once again, throwing out that Cyclone, he's actually going to connect here on Terra. It's going to pop her up right into Kain's bravery attack there. Going to lead into a wall rush and then hit Terra with that Fang and Claw there. So a great little combo there by our Kain player, dealing a lot of HP damage there to Terra. So now he's chasing after Tidus here, just kind of stopping his dashes really quickly, just kind of trying to play some mind games there, it looked like. He's going to be able to lock Tidus down with his bravery attack, and then allow Onion Knight to follow up with an HP attack, dealing some damage there. So now, once again, Kain just regrouping with his teammates here, throwing out his X skill now. He's going to turn his attention to Tidus here, actually breaking Tidus' bravery. He's going to look at Terra, try to attack Tidus again though, and now he's just kind of shielding Tidus' attacks here, trying to get out of the way. He actually catches Tidus with an attack though, and Warrior of Light's actually able to pick up a kill there on Tidus, putting the blue team ahead by 1 health bar. So you see him here just kind of shielding Terra's attacks. He's got about 3,000 bravery here. We'll see if he's going to try to use it. So you see he's got his eyes here on Terra, and I just want to point out, you see her start to cast a spell here. Kain's been waiting for her to cast anything that will, prevent her from moving. She's got her attention on, looks like Onion Knight right now, so no one's really focusing on Kain. He's got that jump 3 ready, so he's just going to immediately lock it in as soon as he sees her stop moving, pick up a kill there on her. So smart play there by Kain, waiting for the right time to use that X skill. Now he's going to catch Tidus with an attack there. Warrior of Light tries to use his HP attack to follow up. He does miss, but Kain was able to follow with another bravery attack while rushing Tidus and then using that Fang and Claw to deal about 3,000 HP damage to him. So building up a ton of damage here is our Kain player so far. So right now he's got his eyes on the red team member's Kain, who's really low on health. He wants to try and pick up this last kill here, so he's just kind of following Kain around. He misses with an attack though and turns his attention elsewhere. The red team Kain takes advantage of that and actually is able to knock our Kain away. Now he's going to catch Terra, she's dashing, just kind of hitting her with an attack, trying to lock her down so Onion Knight can follow up with an HP attack, but the red team Kain does put a stop to that. So you see our player just kind of trying to play defensive here. He and Onion Knight are both rushing in on Terra. So Kain went in with his bravery attack there, forcing Terra to shield, so then Onion Knight then follows up with his HP attack. Because Terra is shielded, there's nothing she can do to get away from it. Now red team is trying to summon here. You saw Kain just knock away Terra as she was trying to summon. She shielded it though, was able to lock him down with one of her attacks, and then Tidus was able to follow up with a spiral cut. So a nice job there by the red team, taking advantage of Kain there. That's going to allow red team to get their summon off here. They're going to have Shiva active on the field now. It doesn't matter though, because it looks like Warrior of Light was actually able to pick up a kill there on Terra. Probably a punishment of her being in that summon animation, because you're locked down in position, so he was able to take advantage of that and pick up that kill on her. So, really dominant performance here in this game. Really great job by our blue team. Kain was doing a great job here, doing a lot of cool little combos and doing a great job of stopping his bravery attacks and allowing his teammates to follow up on that. You see, that was kind of the main objective that he had if someone was close by him. He was setting up Onion Knight and setting up Warrior of Light for their HP attacks anytime he could. I love that little combo at the beginning that he had on Terra, where he was kind of fishing for connecting on a Cyclone on anybody at the very beginning of the game. As soon as he caught one on Terra, he rushed in, was able to catch her, she got popped up, and led into a ton of HP damage there. So that's a cool little combo that you see sometimes done by Kain players. But yeah, fantastic play here by Kain. I think this one really showcased, like I was saying at the beginning, he's just kind of got this controlled yet relentless play style that you see. He was doing a fantastic job of locking down Terra here, but not really putting himself in any bad positions, because he always has that Cyclone at mid-range, so he doesn't really have to, try to force anything by just throwing out attacks and hoping they reach. So, he's always got an option depending on how far away he is, especially having that jump in his back pocket too. You saw him throw that out even though he was about half the map away from Terra, or maybe a little bit closer, but still nowhere near her, and he was able to pick up an HP attack on her for 3,000 damage and just finishing her off just because she was focusing on a different player. So Kayn's got a lot of different options at a bunch of different ranges, making him incredibly dangerous and a great ally to have. I think the range that Kayn has with that jump and with his projectiles really gives him an edge on a lot of other assassin characters. Because when you look at characters like Squall or you look at Tidus, they don't really have a lot of options at that mid-range, especially Squall. Tidus does have that blitzball throw, but it's pretty weak and has a short range. And then characters like Zidane, Kuja don't really have a lot of mid-range options like that. So Kayn having that jump that can, either deal bravery or HP damage, and then also having a couple of projectiles that he can throw out at any given time really kind of set him apart as far as assassins go, and can give him a little bit of a different edge. I think that Kayn can really fit in a lot of variety of teams. He really fills the assassin niche well. He doesn't really miss out on anything. Like I said, he doesn't have a lot of AoE options, but you don't really expect your assassin characters to have that anyway. That's more of a Vanguard thing. So honestly, Kayn is just a really, really strong assassin character. He really fits the archetype well, and he has a lot of advantages over other assassin characters in terms of those projectiles and having that jump range. I do think Kayn is a really strong character, and I expect to see a lot of him whenever the game comes out. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed my overview of Kayn here. Definitely check out these 3 YouTubers that we followed. They're all really great at Kayn. Some of them play other characters as well, and they're all just really great at this game. So definitely give them a follow and check out some of their content if you want to see some more Kayn action. Alright everyone, I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys again next Friday for another video. Have a good one.